Something happened to me when I was just a boy. I like to share all the time. But the top five books that lead to success, the top five books that you need to read for success are the books I'm going to share in this video. But let me first share a story. When I was very young, my father exposed me to see all the wealth and glory and riches. I watched all these estates. I saw the rich people. They drove rich cars, and I got to meet their children. And because of this, I was exposed by going to the best schools at that time. And then also, and in another way, I saw all the poverty and all the miserableness that people could actually go through. When I said I had to make a choice. Will I choose the wealthy path or should I choose the poor path? And that's why from an early age, because I had the burning desire to succeed, I had the burning desire because I wanted to change my life. I asked myself, what must I do? So growing up, I was exposed to five books, and these five books I'm going to share with you that you need to achieve success. The first book I read was called The Alchemist. The Alchemist is a very powerful book. It brought in me a desire, a burning desire that my dreams can be possible, that my dreams are able for me to achieve them, that I can achieve my dreams. Nothing can stop me. And I'm telling you that nothing can stop you. Find a way to read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. The second book that you need to read that is a very powerful book is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is a very powerful book, but of course it's boring. Good things are boring, just like successful businesses are boring businesses. You must find a way to read this book. Maybe not when you are very tired, maybe when you have relaxed and you don't have anywhere to go. Or you can find a way to read like audiobooks, okay? If you cannot read a paperback, you can find a way to listen to these books. It's very effective and even a lot more effective than reading the paperback. And then the third book that you need to read. Okay, the third book that you need to read. Of course, you didn't see this coming. I'm going to tell you that you need to read the book called The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon is a book that expresses how wealth was actually acquired millions of years ago. Let's not say millions of years ago, but in ancient civilization, when man was actually starting out. At that time, the gap between the rich and poor was so great that if you are not rich, you are actually poor. But then those principles still apply in our lives now. And then one very important book that I should have mentioned first is the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a very powerful book. Everybody reads that book. I love that. It was the book that let me understand that you need to change the mindset of your child from a very young age. You need to shape the mindset of a child in a very young age. Because what your child learns when they are very young is what they stick with as they grow older. And just like I had the burning desire to succeed and to learn all these things, it's something that's always driven me to get the result that I want out of life. I cannot settle for less. And I've tried to make sure that I position myself so that I can get these things that I want out of this situation. And then finally, the fifth book that you need to read. The fifth book that you need to read. You can read any other book, you can put any other book, but I'm going to tell you that you need to read a book on how to manage relationships with people. And this is where the book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie comes in. It's a very, very important book. Very, very important book. You need to learn how to win friends and influence people. The money that you want is in people. The connection that you want is in people. Find a way to network properly. Make sure that you communicate to people so that they want to talk to you the next time. Make sure that you get noticed in a very good way and ethically without doing anything wrong. This is very important for anybody that wants to achieve success. So these five books are my top five books that you need to read for success. I've read all of them, I've mastered them. I try to make sure that I take my mind in the right way. And I'm telling you that if you do these things, you get the results too.